Ever stumbled upon a bank offering sky-high interest rates and thought, this is too good to be true, right? You're not alone. In the world of high-yield savings accounts, or HYSAs, new players constantly emerge, promising incredible returns. But how do you separate the genuine opportunities from the potential pitfalls? And what happens when a name like pibank pops up on your radar, with the internet's most candid critics, Reddit users, having their say? Today, we're diving deep into the Reddit forums to answer a burning question. Is pibank legit? We're not talking about official press releases or polished marketing materials. We're talking raw, unfiltered user experiences from the people who've actually put their money into pibank. Because let's be honest, when it comes to your hard-earned cash, who better to trust than those who've been in the trenches themselves? Pibank, for those unfamiliar, is a relatively new player in the US HYSA market, a brand name for the online banking operations of Intercredit Bank, based in Miami, Florida. They've gained attention for offering highly competitive APYs, often at the top of the market. On the surface, that sounds fantastic. But Reddit users, being Reddit users, dig a little deeper. One of the most frequently discussed points on Reddit is pibank's FDIC insurance. Many users confirm that pibank is FDIC insured through its parent company, Intercredit Bank. This is a crucial point, as FDIC insurance protects your deposits up to $250,000 in case the bank fails. So, from a safety standpoint, pibank appears to be on solid ground. However, the Reddit community also highlights some quirks and frustrations that potential users should be aware of. A recurring theme is pibank's reliance on wire transfers for withdrawals, rather than the more common and often fee-free ACH transfers. Several users reported being hit with $15 incoming wire transfer fees by their external banks when pulling money out of pibank. This is a significant detail, as it can eat into those attractive interest earnings, especially for smaller withdrawals. Pibank's customer service, according to some, wasn't always willing to reimburse these fees, and some users found the process for initiating transfers to be less than intuitive, occasionally requiring reconnection via Plaid. Another point of discussion is pibank's app-only interface. While many modern banks operate primarily through apps, some users expressed frustration over the lack of a web interface, which can be a deal-breaker for those who prefer managing their finances on a desktop. There were also mentions of difficulty linking pibank accounts with other financial aggregators like an app, although some users found success by searching for Intercredit Bank instead of pibank. It's also worth noting that, like all HYSAs, pibank's attractive interest rates are variable and subject to change with market conditions. While they've historically offered competitive rates, users on Reddit wisely point out that these rates aren't guaranteed to stay at their peak. So, is pibank legit on Reddit? The consensus leans towards yes, but with caveats. It's a legitimate, FDIC-insured bank offering high-yield savings. However, the user experience can be less polished than some established competitors, particularly concerning wire transfer fees and app-only functionality. For those willing to navigate these quirks for a top-tier APY, pibank could be a good option. But if seamless transfers and a full web interface are high priorities, you might want to consider alternatives. Ultimately, Reddit serves as a valuable, albeit informal, resource for real-world user experiences. It reinforces the importance of reading the fine print, understanding how a bank operates beyond the headline interest rate, and weighing the pros and cons against your own financial needs and preferences. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.